Welcome to the 7th session in Central Coast Council's video series on road safety for older road users. The information in the series is from Transport for New South Wales. You can watch and listen to any or all of the videos depending on your own needs and interest at a time that suits you. This session is about mobility scooter safety. Mobility scooters are used by less mobile people to help them to get to everyday places, like the local shops. The session will focus on the New South Wales road rules that apply to mobility scooter riding, the basic skills needed to use a mobility scooter, and some safe riding tips. Firstly, there are a few points as a vehicle driver to note about mobility scooters. All drivers need to be aware of the possibility that mobility scooter riders may be nearby at any time. This is particularly the case near facilities such as retirement villages, residential aged care facilities and shopping centre areas. When a mobility scooter rider is crossing the road and you're driving, don't assume they've seen you. Be mindful that they are vulnerable road users and may need extra time to cross. Mobility scooters are classified as motorised wheelchairs in New South Wales. They are mobility aids and are specially built to transport people who are unable to walk or have difficulty walking. Mobility scooters do not require registration or third-party insurance, and a licence is not needed to use one. A mobility scooter user is generally considered to be a pedestrian. This means riding on the footpath where possible, preferably at walking speed, which is 2 to 3 kilometres per hour, and mobility scooters must not travel at more than 10 kilometres per hour. Additionally, a mobility scooter user must have limited mobility and reasonable need to use it due to physical disability, obey all pedestrian road rules, not cause a traffic hazard by moving into the path of a driver, not unreasonably obstruct the path of another pedestrian or driver if using the road, not be affected by alcohol or other drugs when travelling on a footpath or road or other road-related area. Strength, balance, coordination, good eyesight and perception are all required to use a mobility scooter safely, as the rider must be able to operate controls and manoeuvre, maintain balance and adjust body position when travelling across uneven ground, spot obstacles and avoid collisions, judge speeds and distances, and make good judgments to maintain safety. It could be a good idea to talk to your GP or an occupational therapist before buying a mobility scooter. Before you start using your mobility scooter, attach the following to it: a rear vision mirror, a high visibility vest to the backrest of the seat, and a safety flag so that it's high enough to be visible to others. Plan a route that allows access to a footpath where possible. Know where there are curb ramps or driveways that can be used for safe crossings. Check out a new route beforehand to make sure it's suitable. It's a good idea to do this with someone else if possible, such as a carer or a family member. There are areas where it's not always easy for a mobility scooter to exit the footpath. Take extra care when leaving the curb to cross the road. Cross the road at safe places such as traffic lights with pedestrian signals and pedestrian crossings. Wait until the traffic has stopped before travelling onto a pedestrian crossing. Always be prepared to stop for pedestrians. Watch for vehicles entering and leaving driveways. Avoid highways, roundabouts, major roads and heavy vehicles if possible. If forced to use roads, travel on quieter streets, keep to the side and face oncoming traffic wherever you can. Use lights and reflectors to to aid visibility in poor light or night travel. When planning to attend venues such as cafes and restaurants, check with the staff when booking that there is mobility scooter access available. If you're planning to use a mobility scooter on public transport or in a taxi, make sure you choose a model that allows for this, as not all can do so. A wheelchair accessible taxi will be required. It's a good idea to double check the mobility scooter can actually be taken, as not all makes and models fit inside these taxis. The rider must be seated in a proper seat in the taxi prior to the scooter being loaded and secured. Thank you for watching. We hope you'll tune in again for the last session. If you'd like further information, contact Transport for New South Wales on 132213 or visit the website roadsafety.transport.nsw.gov.au.